much to learn, so much to explore. From the surface of the water to the ocean floor, it's Porky's Ocean Patrol. Yes, Porky's Ocean Patrol.
Ahoy, my friends. Welcome to Porky's Ocean Patrol, a show with me, Porky, and my friends Georgie, Karno, and you, my ocean patrollers. Together, we'll discover all about our great southern reef, the wonderful sea creatures that call it home, and how we can all keep our oceans happy and healthy. Woohoo! Incoming call from an ocean patroller.
Ahoy, Porky. What makes a reef?
Ahoy there, Alessandra. What a question. Reefs come in all shapes and sizes. Georgie's about to drop some reef wisdom on us.
Thanks, Porky. Well, imagine a bustling underwater city bursting with life and activity. Reefs are found all around the world, along coastlines as well as underwater. They can be made up of rocks or stony corals, depending on where they are growing. Larger reef systems are usually made up of many smaller connected habitats. In Australia, Ningaloo and the Great Barrier Reef are built by tiny animals called coral polyps that prefer warm tropical waters. In the Great Southern Reef, our cooler, nutrient-rich ocean is favoured by seaweed-covered, temperate, rocky reefs. There are also different critters and creatures that will call each reef home.
It's like having two different holiday destinations for underwater critters.
And get this, while corals and seaweeds love the shallow, sun-kissed spots near the coast, other reef builders, like oysters and sponges, are happy to chill in the deeper, darker parts of the ocean.
They're like the night owls of the reef world, filtering away without needing a single ray of sunlight. What about Port Noarlunga Reef, a natural wonder right here in South Australia?
Exactly, Porky. It's a snorkeler's paradise, teeming with colourful, temperate marine life. This rocky reef is packed with seaweeds, invertebrates, and over 70 types of fish. And did you know that reefs can be natural or artificial? Natural reefs are formed from rocks or corals, while artificial reefs are created by humans, often using materials like old tyres or sunken ships.
Whoa, Georgie! Talk about reef diversity. And speaking of artificial reefs, have you heard about the Windarra Reef?
Sure have, Porky. Sometimes humans help to restore and recover lost reefs. On the York Peninsula, the Windarra Reef is the first shellfish restoration reef of its kind in South Australia, designed to support a healthier marine environment and provide better opportunities for recreational fishers. This oyster reef is a shining example of how we can work together to protect and restore our precious marine ecosystems.
Whether it's corals basking in tropical bliss or seaweed soaking up the southern cool, there's a reef adventure for all explorers. Excuse me, Georgie. I gotta get this call.
Ahoy, Porky. What's the smallest creature in the ocean?
Wowee! Toinetta, strap on your flippers because we're plunging into the world of plankton. Meet my tiny friends, Zooplankton. These microscopic marvels may be small, but they play a colossal role in our ocean's food chains. Plankton are the wanderers of the ocean, drifting along with the currents. There are thousands of different kinds of zooplankton, from microscopic to big jellyfish riding the ocean flow. They can be little creatures like copepods and mysids, or the larvae or babies of larger animals. These little crabs and urchins will change a lot before they become adults. And get this, everyone wants a piece of the plankton pie. From filter feeders to giant whales, plankton is on the menu for a whole host of ocean creatures. To stay safe, some zooplankton use the ultimate disguise, invisibility. They become as clear as the ocean itself, blending in perfectly to avoid being spotted. It's like playing the world's best game of hide and seek. The zooplankton's food is also an enormously important part of our oceans. Phytoplankton are tiny plant-like algae and are like the solar panels of the sea. soaking up those rays to make lots of energy. They're so small, you'd need a microscope just to catch a glimpse. With billions and billions and billions of them floating around in our oceans, they're like an invisible army fighting carbon dioxide and turning it into fresh oxygen for us to breathe. And don't let their size fool you. These little green machines are the rock stars of the ocean food chain, kick-starting the party for hungry zooplankton. Whoa! Talk about a tiny but mighty crew. Plankton might be small, but they're making big waves in the ocean ecosystem. The ocean, known as sea country, is an important part of Aboriginal culture, and we all play an important role caring for the sea. My friend Karno can help us learn more about Aboriginal culture. Nina Mani, Gianluca.
Nina Mani, Porky and Karno. I was wondering, what were boomerangs used for?
We're all curious about boomerangs. Karno, the stage is yours, matey.
Thanks, Porky. Boomerangs, or as we call them in the language that comes from my family's country, wagnas. They weren't just used for throwing around like frisbees, I know. Crafted with precision and care, they were the designs of the first scientists.
Who were the first scientists, Karno?
They were the clever Indigenous explorers and inventors of their time. Figuring out how things worked in the world around them, they used their curiosity and creativity to solve problems, invent tools, understand the natural world, and paving the way for the scientific discoveries we have today.
Far out. Tell us more, Karno.
Boomerangs were meticulously moulded and cut to be aerodynamic wonders with their rounded edges and wide surface area. Boomerangs could glide through the air with ease, packing a powerful punch when they hit their target. It's no wonder that this design has stood the test of time, even inspiring modern aeroplane wings.
Are there different types of boomerangs?
There sure is, Porky. There were different types of boomerangs, each with their own unique function. Some were used for hunting, like precision instruments aimed at the legs of kangaroos or emus. Others were larger and wielded in battles or for protection. And get this, they could even double as knives by slotting a shell into them.
Flip my fins! I never knew that.
But wait, there's more. Boomerangs weren't just tools, they were also used as musical instruments.
Yeah, right. Sure thing, Karno.
For real, Porky. Two boomerangs, clacking them together in rhythmic harmony, creating melodies that echoed through the bush.
It's like nature's own percussion band.
So you see, boomerangs weren't just objects. They are symbols of ingenuity, adaptability, and cultural heritage. They remind us of the incredible inventiveness of the first scientists and their deep connection with the land and its resources.
Ah, what a marvel they are. How many types of fish are in Port Noarlunga Reef? A, 1 million. B, 2. C, 70. The answer is C, 70. What tool do you need to see plankton? A, sunglasses. B, microscope. C, goggles. The answer is B, microscope. Guess what time it is, Ocean Patrollers? It's Porky's activity time. Head over to my website for this week's activity to download. You can become a Porky's Ocean Patroller too and protect our wonderful sea creatures and their homes by taking your very own Porky's Ocean Pledge. Find the special POP Pledge certificate with the link I've put in the description. Thanks for watching. It's been swell. See you next time.
Porky's Ocean Patrol.